What is up, YouTube? Welcome back into the channel. If you're a new viewer here from the Discord or from Threads, about to say Telegram, appreciate you coming in and showing me love, man. It means that you believe in me, and I don't take that for granted. Being in the position that I'm in on Threads and how a lot of people are following me on there, and also tailoring my plays, I really don't take it for granted. I really appreciate all of you for showing me the trust that you believe in me to give you some solid picks for the NBA. And not only me, I want to shout out Sportside Jacob, man. Sportside Jacob, man, he is the real deal. One of the best sports bettor I've ever met. He is the real deal, man. Go follow his YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. These picks are just coming from me, from what I've seen on the board early in the morning. I like to take picks early because my best betting advice is to get the board while it's early. I mean, sometimes you just have to look at the injury report too to see what's going on there. Right now, the Celtics and the Heat game, there's a lot of injuries and a lot of probable players. So kind of staying away from that game until we have more information about who's playing. But I like that game for player props. One of them, we'll talk about it. But like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you like today in the NBA. If you're playing NFL, good fucking luck. I'm done with NFL props. I'm just so sick of, well, I'm not done with NFL props. Let me not say that. I'm done with NFL Sunday props. I'm okay with primetime games, Monday Night Football. I might play something for the Broncos versus the Browns. But other than that, NFL has just been so bad for me this year. I've been down so many units because of NFL. So I'm not really going to sink any more units into NFL Sunday 1 p.m. games or 4 p.m. games. I had some good plays, but it's just so many bad beats, and I'm just kind of over it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really like watching football. It doesn't entertain me. It doesn't entertain me at all. Boys throwing balls across the field, you know what I'm saying? I like them to put balls in the bucket. Okay. All right, so let's get right into the NBA props that I like today. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you like, and comment down below if you're trailing these slips or tailing, however you want to put it. Let's get right into it. I had to get out of my OBS, but let's get to the thick of things. Let's start with the first game that I like, which is the Hawks versus the Pelicans. There's two player props that I like immensely, and I'm gonna start with my first one, which would be Jalen Johnson over 23.5 points and assists. This boy has been scorching this line as of late and over this season. 2024 hit rate 70%. They finally realized who's their star on this team, and it's Jalen Johnson. He has taken the bulk load of the scoring. He's also has been dishing the ball well as well. And in this matchup, as you can see, it's a very favorable matchup for both points and assists for this man. If you want to just take his points over 15 or 20, I think he can clear that. It might be a little bit of a sweat, but against this team, against a power forward position, they're allowing a lot of points and a lot of assists to this position. And Jalen Johnson has proven throughout this season that he is the main ball handler behind Trae Young. So when Trae Young is not passing the ball well like he did in last game, Jalen Johnson is taking that role, and honestly is taking the role as a star player in this team in my eyes. So Jalen Johnson having this line at 23.5, I believe is extremely low right now with how he's playing, and you have to take it right now before lines change. It's at minus 120 on some books. On Hard Rock, it's minus 135. So it is a little bit juice. I wouldn't say that much juice. You can pair this up with my second pick, which is a plus money play. But Jalen Johnson this year has been scorching this line. Like I said, in the last 10, 9 out of 10. Only didn't hit against Golden State, and Golden State is one of the best defensive teams in the league. Pelicans are nowhere close to what Golden State is. And the way that the Hawks play at the pace that they do, he's definitely going to get up to 20 points today, I feel. So all we're sweating is 4 assists. And as you can see, his assist line by itself, he's been torching the assist line of 4 assists. Over 4.5, 2024, let's go to 3.5. He's getting 4 assists a game, basically. And the last 3, 7, 7, 9. Love it a lot for this guy, man. He has been playing lights out. And Jalen Johnson is looking like someone that could potentially be an all-star in the future, if not this year. Playing this well for this Hawks team. I mean, just because of the popularity, all-star does come down to voting as well. I don't think he gets it, but he's playing at an all-star level in my eyes. Him and Franz Wagner have been my two favorite players that have bursted into the scene this year. And Franz Wagner, bro, last night, to get me 20 points on the last minute, I love you, man. I love you so much. But Jalen Johnson, over 23.5. And by the way, I'm in Florida, so I think I'm going to go to a Magic game just to see Franz Wagner, and I'm definitely getting that jersey. There's 2 jerseys that I'm getting in the NBA this year. Brandon Miller, Franz Wagner. Those boys have broke out this year, and they are so good. But Jalen Johnson, over 23.5. They have it at 24.5. If you do get it at that line, I say still take it. I think he does get that. Just like I said, he's going to get up to 20 points, if not 18. I think that's the bare minimum he's going to get is 18. 15 points today will be an easy play for him today. As you can see, over 14.5 has been literally killing this line all year. It just didn't hit it in 3 games. One of them was against the Sacramento Kings, where it was kind of like, one of those games. OKC, great defensive team. And then the Brooklyn Nets, which was the first game of the season. But overall, my boy has been scorching this line. And against the Pelicans this year, they already went against them. He had 29 points. 29 points. So if we're thinking that he's going to score maybe 5 less points, we clear the 23.5 points and assists without him getting an assist. So I love this play a lot for Jalen Johnson. As you can see, last year, even when he wasn't the main scorer on this team, he dropped 21 on the Pelicans. So I love this matchup for him. I love how he's been playing as of late, and I just think it's such a good prop to take his points and assists at 23.5 while it's so low, because when we get to the mid-season point, it's probably going to be bumped up to 26.5 or 27.5, which is when we'll start fading it a little bit, because, we don't know how he's going to look at the midway point of the season. But right now, with the hot streak he's going on, you definitely got to take the hot hand. And I like Jalen Johnson over 23.5. I think that's a really good play for today's game, especially against the Pelicans, who's been bad at both of these positions, at both of these things. So definitely like this a lot, especially against the power forward position. They're ranked 30th in the points allowed. So like I said, Jalen Johnson can get 24 today, and we're good money. So that's the first pick in this game. Second pick in this game, which I don't have it loaded up here yet because I'm stupid. I'm going to take Derek White off because we don't even know if he's playing. DeJounte Murray, and we're taking his rebounds and assists, which this is a play that I see a lot of people taking. Obviously, this is I would say, not a revenge spot, because I don't think that he has any ill will towards the Hawks. He was the guy for the Hawks last year. And in 2023, this line was hit 56% of the time, and especially when he became the main ball handler because Trae Young was out and just the main player on that team, he was clearing this line more often than not. As you can see, the midway point of the season, he was clearing that at a good clip. In 2024, he's hit this 3 out of 4 times last 2 games. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Only time he didn't hit was against Toronto in a blowout. I don't think they're going to get blown out today. As you can see, his first game back, he had 8 rebounds and 10 assists. And in the last 10, including last year, he has cleared this line 6 out of 10 times. Last 5, we already seen that he's cleared this line 4 out of 5 times. So DeJounte Murray, and this is a plus money play, over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Take it before lines change, because I'm pretty sure they're probably going to either bump it to 12.5 and it'll be still juiced, or they'll use 11.5 and take it all the way down to like minus 130 by the time game time starts. So that's why my best of betting advice, if you do want betting advice, is to try to find your favorite plays early in the day, because lines do change a lot. Always, let me exit this out. Always look at the injury report, because it is very important to see who's going to be playing on the floor, because it can affect matchups. So DeJounte Murray, though, he has a great matchup today. As you can see, the rebounds and assists to the position that he plays. I think he plays point guard and shooting guard, so we can basically take both. And if CJ McCollum plays, I'm guessing that he would be the point guard position. But as you can see, they're allowing 6.4 rebounds to the point guard position, around 8 assists. I think that with the matchup itself, though, it does scream that DeJounte Murray is not going to be able to get into the paint and score. And the Hawks are really loose on the outside with three-point shooters. So DeJounte Murray can't find an open man when he drives and kicks to then get someone to score some points. So I really like DeJounte Murray today to get his rebounds and assist line again. He's hit it in the last 4 or 5, like we said. And I just believe it's a really good play with how he's playing and coming off an injury. I like taking players to, play within a safer way rather than just going, hog wild like Ja Morant likes to do and just start trying to score points. Today might be a good day to take his points too, just because it's a matchup of his last team that he played for. Like I said, I don't really see it as a revenge spot for him, but it is a good spot to take him to get some points. I mean, the Hawks against the point guard position are allowing the most points right now. I mean, not the most points, but top bottom of the league, 24th ranked, 25.3 a game. So if there's any scorer you want to take, DeJounte Murray on the New Orleans Pelicans, I think it's a good look. But also, if CJ McCollum is playing, I would take his points over DeJounte Murray. And I hope he plays because it's going to make it easier for us to get that rebound and assist line for DeJounte. I think he gets about 6 to 7 assists today and about 6 rebounds. And we'll clear that with the ease. And I love that play a lot for today. So let's get to the next play, which would be Josh Giddey. And I know. I told myself, Josh Giddey's banned. I don't care from how he played the last game, but he still got my 4 assists like I wanted him to. He actually got 5 assists in that game against the Magic, which I betted him to get 4, and he didn't have it until the second half. And actually the third quarter, he got all of his assists, 4 assists in the third quarter. So Josh Giddey to get 5.5 assists, as you can see in 2024, he's hit this 14 out of 21 times this year. In the matchup, they are allowing 8.3 assists to the point guard position, where Josh Giddey is most likely going to play, and a 5.6 to the shooting guard, where Josh Giddey plays. But small forward position, 4.7, which Josh Giddey's big enough to, I would say he fills all these 3 positions right here. I just like the assist line because overall the Nets are just allowing a lot of assists. So they're 21 ranked in the assist category. So I like Josh Giddey because he's looking to pass the ball. As you can see, he's not a scorer. He's not looking to score the ball. The most he scored this season was 20 points, and that was against Orlando Magic, which is just a surprise because Orlando Magic is such a good defensive team. But his assist line, if you want to bump it down to 4.5, which he's hit 17 out of 21, I would say it's a good bet. A little bit juice, but if you parlay things together, if you want to use this in a parlay, it's good. But to me, I think the 5.5 will be a good play for him today, just because he's been so consistent on it this year, and overall the matchup just screams assist, pass the ball, slow paced game, but I think he still can rack up 6 assists within this game. And now let's get to the next play, which would be the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves are at home in this matchup. The Lakers are off of a back-to-back, which very scary for Lakers fans. If you're a Lakers fan, don't be scared of the actual team of the Timberwolves. They're not really that, they're not really like that, okay? They're not really that good of a team. Anthony Edwards said it himself. They only beat the Clippers by 1 point. I believe it's a good spot to take the Lakers plus the spread if they are underdogs, but I do see the Timberwolves winning this game just because it's off a back-to-back, and the Lakers have been bad against teams over 500 this year. But my play of this game is 2 certain props, 2 players because of the matchup being so good, and that's Anthony Edwards to get 25 points today. And then that's for, we'll get to the next play after that. But the reason why I like Anthony Edwards today, as you can see, the Lakers are just allowing a lot of points per game in general. I mean, their defensive ranked right now is ranked 22. They're just not that good of a defensive team, which is pretty surprising having Anthony Edwards on your team. But they have so many liabilities on the wing position when it comes to defense. Like Austin Reeves is not going to be able to stop Anthony Edwards. LeBron will not guard Anthony Edwards. Hachimura won't be able to guard Anthony. No one's going to be able to guard Anthony Edwards. Let's just be honest. And as you can see, the head-to-head matchup, even with Cat on the floor, 27, 31, 25, 26, and 27 this year in the last game he played. In 2024, Anthony Edwards, like I've been saying to people, if the Timberwolves get on the right track, it's because of this guy, and he should definitely be in the MVP talks if they do get on track. But right now, it's not looking too good. Definitely a fucking all-star this year. All-star every year for Anthony Edwards. One of the best players in the league. Taking him at 24.5, which is minus 170, which I think it's a really good play for him today just because of the matchup screaming. Anthony Edwards is going to drop buckets. And I always like to say that every team who plays the Lakers plays them 10 times harder than any other team on their schedule because it's televised and because they just like to shit on LeBron, my king, for whatever reason. But it's all good. I think Anthony Edwards does get to 24.5 today. I think that's a really good play. If you want to take him to his regular line at 26.5, I think he clears it, but it will be a little bit of a sweat at the end of the game. But I like him to get over 25, especially in a bounce back spot after him just scoring 21 last game. I believe this is a spot where Anthony Edwards will take it to the next level, probably drop 30 on them if I'm being honest with how these Lakers have been playing. So I like Anthony Edwards' points today. And then the next on this matchup, because of the matchup alone, is Anthony Davis. Again, we're going to the 24.5. If you want to take him at 26.5 as well, I think it's a good bet. I mean, the last 2 games before he just broke out against the Jazz were pretty tragic. 15 against OKC, 19 against San Antonio, which is just disgusting. And then he had 25 against Phoenix, which was a good matchup. But you see, he does play up to competition. He will play better in this game, especially in the head-to-head matchup against Rudy Gobert. You know, they're allowing 18.9 points allowed to the center position, but take that with a grain of salt because the centers they're going against are not Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis, after breaking out for that 33, as you can see his stats against his team, I'll take this with a grain of salt too because he got injured in this game, so he didn't really play at all when he scored 4 points. But look, 36, 27, 33, 31, all against Rudy Gobert. He's going against the same guy. Rudy Gobert is bad at defending one-on-one against centers. As you can see, Alperen Sengun had a triple-double on his head top. Sabonis beat Ian. Everybody eats on Rudy Gobert. Everybody eats. He's a good help defender, but other than that, he's just not good at straight-up defending somebody. He doesn't have the footwork or the skills to actually stand in front of Anthony Davis and stop him. So I like Anthony Davis over the 24.5. And I'm fading Rudy Gobert completely today because I think he does get in foul trouble against Anthony Davis, you know, trying to defend him one-on-one in the paint. I think Anthony Davis clears this line with the ease against the Timberwolves today. And the Lakers, if they want a chance to win, they're going to have to go through AD. So I really like this play. And, I mean, as you can see, I mean, the stats against 18.9 to the center position, but there's not a lot of scoring centers out there except for Nikola Jokic, you know, Anthony Davis, Sabonis. And Sabonis does it all, so you can't even say he's just a scoring center. So there's not a lot of centers that are looking to score a lot of points, but Anthony Davis is, and Anthony Davis is looking for an MVP style of season. I mean, he's went under this line only 6 times, 13 out of 19. Last 5, he did go under it 2 out of 5, and last 10, 6 out of 10. But I see that he's trending back in the right direction. Usually when he does have, I like to go with patterns. When he does have these bad stretches, he's due bounce back for a whole week. So look, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 games where he went over this line this year when he did have a bad game in the beginning of the season against the Memphis Grizzlies. As you can see, like I say, I like to take patterns. As you can see, he went 22 points against Cleveland, then came back 38, 37, 31, 22 against Toronto, 21 against Memphis, and then came back 40, 31, 26, 39. He had 14 against the Denver Nuggets, which is a horrible game. Then he came back 25 points. Then he had 2 off nights again, and now he's back on track. And I like him to get 2 back-to-back great games where he has over 24.5 points. I think it's a good bet. If you want to take his rebounds at 11.5, he almost hit that last night. Head-to-head, 16. Like I said, this game he got hurt. 25 against this man Gobert and 17. So if you want to take him over 11.5 rebounds today, I think it's a good bet. If I could take the 9.5, that's where I would lay it. I would stop at the 9.5. I don't like taking people to get over 10 rebounds just because sometimes it's a sweat. And like last night, we only need 1 more rebound from Anthony Davis and we couldn't get it. It just hurts. It hurts to see that. And I've had so many bad beats come off of just 1 rebound, so I kind of just like to stay away from it. And so those are basically the main plays for today. I do have these other plays as well. More than anything, just join the Discord, which I will link in the bio below. Not bio below. Look at me. I'm here thinking I'm an OnlyFans, huh? So I'll link it in the pinned comment with these picks for today. Tell me what you're trailing, if you're going to trail these slips. There's one extra play I'll give you guys, just an extra play, just in case you want to throw a little bit extra juice on there. And that's Julius Randle over 15 points. He hit this the last time he played. And just the Lakers overall is allowing a lot of points in the paint. Julius Randle does like to get to the paint. He only goes left though, so it's a little bit of a 50-50 bet, but as you can see, like I say, I like to take patterns. So 13, and then he cleared this line each game after he does not hit it. So he didn't hit it last game, so I'm pretty sure he's going to come back. And like I keep telling people, everybody plays the Lakers harder. So I like Julius Randle to get 15 points today if you want to throw that in there as well. And there's another one, Zach LaVine to get 15 points. If we got Josh Giddey assisting the ball, who do we like to score? I like my boy Zach LaVine. And I do have a play for the Celtics versus the Heat game. I'm going to save it for the Discord. We'll wait for more lines to open because it's a little bit, tricky right now with how it is. But yeah, these are the main plays. Let me just recap. We got Jalen Johnson over 23.5 points and assists. DeJounte Murray over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Anthony Edwards, 25 points today. Anthony Davis, 25 points. and Josh Giddey to get 6 assists, or we can bump it down to 5. And that's the plays for today that I like the most. And you can throw in there 15 points for Julius Randle and 15 points for that boy Zach LaVine. And I think we cooked up a pretty good parlay with that. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you're trailing today. Tell me if you're trailing any of these picks. Tell me anything, man. Just tell me something, okay? Comment something. But if you're here and you stood to this point in the video, comment yapper, because all I be doing is yapping my life away. So thank you guys for all the love and support, man. Stay humble, stay hungry, and let's eat, baby. Until next time. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.